Good evening, gents. Just wanted to quickly put this video together to sort of demonstrate what we've actually done with Yaply. So, as you can see in this scenario, I am logged on to a demonstration site, which is iqpay.app. So once we've pushed everything out to be triple-t.co.uk or .com, whatever the domain name is. So this is just for me trying to simulate the journey for you guys as a customer. So when your customer goes on your website, they log on, they pass identity verification check and all that good stuff, and now they're able to, or they've got the they've been passed to the next leg, which allows them to now perform transactions. So this is a customer that's passed identity check. Now they're logged into the website. They're trying to send money to someone in Nigeria. So for the sake of this demonstration, the name of this client or the name of this your customer is Oluomotosho. So he's logged on and he's trying to send money. So clicks on send money here. And by default, that should bring us to the page where we can sort of enter the amount we want to send. So I'll say GBP here. So we can remove all these other currencies here because I don't believe they're relevant for the customer facing site. And also we can remove the USD here. So GBP to Naira. And let's go ahead and just select the amount that we're trying to send. Here, I think my thing is acting up here. Let me just say one pound. Don't want to break the bank. So I click on proceed. Answer some of the compliance questions. Click on proceed again. And as you can see here, I can see a summary of the transaction I'm about to perform, and I have the option to add a new recipient, or I can have the system will fetch all the recipients for me that are already on my database, anyone that I've been actually sending money to. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'll just pick one of those old recipients. It's really late. For some reason, it's taking a while for this thing to load because I'm having serious network issues in my house, so it shouldn't perform like that. And also, I'm sure you can hear people blowing banga in my background. So let's assume that we want to send money to Need Money Funke, who needs money, and she's based in Lagos. So I select her name from a list. I have the option to click proceed. And once I've clicked proceed, I have the option to select my payment method. So for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to pick open banking transfer, which is Yaply, or we can also do self-bank transfer, but I'll select open banking. So self-bank transfer would only mean that the system would just display the bank account that you want her to pay money into. So I'm going to go ahead and click on proceed. And by default, this should route me to the Yaply page. And apologies for this, I don't know why my network is crazy slow. So by default, you have a list of all the UK banks that the customer can pay out of. You've got your Monzo, your Revolut, your HSBC, your NatWest. Some of them are still sandboxed there because this is kind of like a test environment. So sometimes it might work, it might not work. So for the sake of this demonstration, let me pick my Monzo. And once I've selected my Monzo, what happens is Yaply would still come up and display the total amount you're trying to send. It will display the payee, so that's who you're paying to. So spectral resolution in this case. However, in the case of Triple T will appear here, and then you can see all the terms and conditions for Yaply, and you can select continue from the bottom here to proceed to the next stage. So the ideal scenario for us here is for Yaply to now go and find my Monzo app on my computer and bring that up. There you go. I found my Monzo app. So by default, it says how much I'm trying to pay to Monzo, who the recipient is, who I'm paying to, the sort code, and the account number of the recipient. So this should be my business tied account. So this would be this sort code, this name would all be Triple T. So that's who the customer is paying into. And these are, if you have multiple accounts, you have the option to pick between one. So I pick my personal account. I select continue. And yeah, all done. We will take you back to the Yaply site. So this brings us back to Yaply site. And boom, your payment is initiated. So, and then it routes us back to the IQ Pay page. But normally what this should show that, thank you, your payment has been successful. That needs to be designed. So we finished the first part. And the second part is now to go into FXIQ. So the broker, someone has actually paid the broker £1 to give to Funke in Nigeria. So if you now go into your IQ Pay, or if someone logs into the IQ Pay website. Oh, sorry, not IQ Pay this time, FXIQ website. This is what you should be looking at. I just want to show you guys what's happened with that transaction. As you can see, that money has been instantly received into my business account. So this is the Tide business account that I've linked to my to Yapily. So when I log on to FXIQ, I go ahead and select my transaction here. And as you can see, the last transaction here is £1, which is from Oluomotosho, who is your client. And when you select that, you expand that, show the details. And this information is already preset, by the way. So you need to tell us who we're going to assign the name of the marketer is, who the name of the approver is. We can already set that to Shegun's name or whoever we want to set it to. So as you can see, this is all the information I completed on the customer-facing website. This is the client's detail. And as you can see, Funke Needs Money is the person that's getting that, the whole £1 that we're sending to her. So this is all our bank information. So if you now go into the allocation part of it, so what's unique about this, or what's nice about this, as you can see, this Tide Bank account is the account that I've designated for Yapily, right? So by default, the system already knows that someone has paid £1 into Yapily. So it pre-populates here, and you can see £1 here, and then you can see incoming payment confirmation has been paid, open banking, boom. So the next step is now for you to go and find your bank account, pay this person's recipient, and then fill this part out. And boom. So as you can see, this is almost automated. As in, if we can do some sort of rigmarole here to connect this outgoing, maybe using Fincra, then you have an end-to-end automation where the fulfillment part is actually automated as well too. But in this case, we still need to do this one final step: pay from your bank account, complete that information. Where did I pay the money out of? Save this, and boom, that's the end of this transaction. So